I just want to say thank you to everyone who made it able for us to go. Um, I I didn't really want to go when like the week coming up. I was getting nervous, honestly, and like I don't know, like the clothing situation. It got really frustrating. I was just like getting upset about it. So I almost didn't go. But I'm glad I did because I got to restore some really good relationships that I was struggling with because I don't know, a few weeks I felt like I'd just come to church and just sit there and then the little girls wanted to talk to me or anything. And so finally like got to reconnect with a few of them and it was really good. Um, I had a really good time the first hotel we went to. I had a few of the girls in my room with Corinne. I don't know, I just felt like I could really connect with some of them finally and just missed having that when I was here, I guess. Um, I don't know. My favorite part was the handing out flyers. Like, I did not like. I had Gabrielle and Addie, and for both of them, and I didn't want to talk to nobody. But every single time they're like, "Oh, we gotta go talk to them. We gotta go talk to them." And I was like, "Well, then let's go to this one. Let's go to that one." And they were like, "Well, we gotta talk to them." And Gabrielle like was really dragging me, and I was like, "I don't want to talk to nobody." So I ended up talking to a lot of people, and I just did not really want to do that. But it's okay. It was good because I just found out that one of the ladies that my mom talked to, the one woman who is in a wheelchair at one of the apartments, they ended up going to charity church with her husband, and that was really touching because she seemed like she was really excited about it, and she was like kind of down because she couldn't go. But I'm glad she was able to get there, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who made it possible for us to go.
Hi. I would just like to say that I'm so thankful that I had this opportunity to go on this missions trip with my church family and grow close relationships. One of the messages at the conference talked about sharing our faith with others, and it inspired me to want to share Jesus with other people who may not know him. I really enjoyed meeting the people from the churches that we helped that were very nice and made us feel very welcomed. I'm glad we were able to help the churches that we visited, and I look forward to serving more in the future. And Pastor Darrell, I think we should get a church dog. Personally. Personally, I think we should get a church dog. Harper's too big. Like they had a little church dog, and I think we should get one. It's so cute. They have a church dog. It's a little dog. Her name's Addie, and she comes to the church with them. I think we should get a church dog. I think you should really take it in.
Okay, before I begin, I just want to thank everyone who made it possible for us to go, and thank you for all of your prayers and support. I also want to thank Freedom Free Will Baptist Church and Charity for allowing us the opportunity to go and help them serve. Um, as a sponsor, I had 6 girls, including myself, in 2 hotel rooms, and just being with them encouraged me, and watching them serve the Lord was really encouraging, just knowing that they wanted to do that. Um, One of the messages that spoke to me at the conference was about when the lame leap, and this was talking in Acts chapter 3 verses 1 through 26. And it just talked about like the tragedy that they encountered, the transformation that they witnessed, and the testimony that it gave. And there were 2 routines that occurred during the time of the tragedy. The first routine was the routine of encountering the temple, and then the other was the routine of the lame man leaping. So I think just routine can either be an obstacle or an opportunity, and I think we need to look beyond our routine and meet the needs of those around us. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you for everybody that made it possible to go. And I was scared to go, but I loved going on the mission trip. It was a lot of fun, and it changed me in ways that I needed to be changed. And I learned that sometimes you need to focus on God more than you need to focus on social media. The day that we were leaving to come home, it was sad. Um, I was complaining that it was too early. It was 7:20 in the morning, and Kim said that God never complained it was too early when he was carrying his cross to Calvary. I loved going to Freedom Church and helping out and serving and meeting Brother Rex and Miss Brenda. They had really good spaghetti. It was better than my mom's. I loved passing out flyers and meeting new people. I was scared. I love serving and knowing that I'm not doing this just for me, but for God. The conference was a lot of fun. They had great worship music and really great speakers. I'm so thankful that I got to go on the mission trip, and I'm so thankful for the people that came with us and the people that we met down there. And yes, I got hurt, but I still loved going. And if I get another chance to go on another mission trip with all the awesome people that went, I'm definitely going to go, and I hope that more people will come and serve God with us.
So I want to start off and say that I'm not a good person speaking in front of people. My heart is like literally racing right now. My hands like it's shaking. But I didn't want to write anything down. I wanted it to come straight from wherever thoughts come from. um I wanted to start off saying that I really enjoyed going. I wanted to go to get closer to God because I didn't feel like that I got further away from Him. I just felt like I wasn't getting any closer, and I was just staying at one spot, and I didn't leave my comfort zone at all, and I was just happy how I was then. Um, let's see. When we were passing out flyers, I'm really not good at talking to people, so I was like, we're going to take this side, me and Jillian, we're going to take this side, and we were not going to talk to anyone because that looked like all the doors were closed. So that was a lie. We had 5 doors in a row that were open, and we had to talk to 5 people in a row. And then by the end of that, we ended up fighting about, well, not fighting, but like saying, oh, I want to go to this house, this house, this house, his house. So I really enjoyed passing out flyers, and it was fun, especially since Jillian kept talking to all of the Ring doorbells and explaining everything. So that was fun. I liked getting to help out around, what was it, Freedom Church. We were actually, what was it, staining their little tree house and stuff. And I expected to do more work than they actually gave us. Like, I was full on prepared to be sweating till I'm like showering myself in my own sweat. So, but um, when we went to the one of the, because we went to Freedom, no, not Freedom, Southeastern, their spring conference, and one of their conferences really, really, really got me thinking and really like moved me, and like I was like bawling my eyes out, like. So it was talking about how we have to be ready and worthy to face God's persecution. And by the end of that, he had asked people who are ready to give their life to Christ to go up to the altar. And I went up to the altar. Um, um, I got closer to a lot of people that were on the trip, and I got to share a lot of things and get really get closer to God and all of the people on the trip, and hearing all of their stories about how they got closer. um, how they got closer. It's really awesome how when you're in a bad place and then you go somewhere out of your comfort zone, and then you get closer and have more understanding. That's really all I wanted to talk about, but yeah.
And we learned a lot. We were challenged. We were encouraged. And I just am so thankful for everyone who made it possible. Thankful for everyone who gave. Thankful for everyone who prayed for us. And we're already excited about next year. Our goal, it's not set in stone yet, but our goal is to go to Vermont. There's a new church plant that just started there. And already talked to the pastor there, and we're hoping and praying that it'll work out to go to Vermont next year. And a lot of the kids told me they wanted to go back to the conference next year, so we're going to try to see if we can work that out too. So that's exciting.